Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be updating my family room with some paint. I'm going to be painting the cabinets on each side of my fireplace and then decorating for fall. The color on this wall here is bare sculptor clay. I'm going to be doing the entire room in that color. The back walls right now is Sherwin-Williams Tricorn Black, and on this other side wall is Sherwin-Williams Warm Stone. Now the whole room used to be in the warm stone, so now it needs to all be cohesive. As far as decorating, I'm going to do the minimal, but I think it's going to be really pretty. My sofa here, I usually have blankets on, and all I'm going to do for that is just swap out this blanket here for a plaid one. Here's the entire room before we get started. It still has spring summer decor. I'm going to put all that away and get going. I'm going to start with these orange cabinets on each side of the fireplace. Now these are computer cabinets from Office Depot. I got them way back in 2003, 2004 maybe. They're great for housing off-season decor, board games, things like that. Someday I hope to have some built-ins, but until then these are doing just fine. So here I'm using General Finishes Gel Stain in the color Candlelight. Gel stain is a topical stain. It does not seep into the wood. It's almost like a paint, although General Finishes recommends you don't use it as a paint. I have on several projects, including my coffee table in the family room, my dining room table, and a mid-century modern side table. I've painted them all with this gel stain and they look beautiful. So I like to get a good amount on the top. Like I said, this is just a laminated particle board. It takes a bit to get the roller saturated, but once it's saturated, it goes on really smooth and beautiful. Here I'm going to get a bit more stain on the top by just dipping the roller right into the can. As you can see, this looks pretty nice. Now this is just one coat. I'm going to do 2 coats and I'll get this, whatever this is here on this laminate, that'll cover up on the second coat. I'm going to let that dry for 24 hours. Moving on to the baseboards, I'm just putting a coat of the Zinsser 123 primer on all the baseboards in the room. Moving on to cover up the black walls, I'm using the bare sculptor clay in the satin finish, and I'll be doing the baseboards and any trim around the windows in the same color, the sculptor clay, but in an eggshell finish. Here's the state of the room with one coat, except for that wall right there with the picture on it I still have to get. But The walls are looking good, the room itself not so much, but we'll get that all put back together. Moving on to the cabinet, I'm using the Heirloom Traditions all-in-one paint in the color Envy. This is the same color I used in my laundry room cabinets on the previous video. I love this paint so much. I did not sand, I did not do anything. I just went right at it, and 2 coats, dries hard as a rock. It's just a fabulous paint. And here's the cabinet with 2 coats of the green on there, looking good. And I'm going to put the second coat of the gel stain on top here. And even though the roller's still kind of moist from the other day, it takes a bit to get going, but it's going to be beautiful. Once again, here's the before and here's the after. Well, let me know what you think. All the painting and staining is done. Time to decorate. I got this cute little vase with a leaf in it at Target this year, 2025. I think it's so pretty. And this little wooden bird came from a local store called Stein's Gardens and Gifts. It's a spring bird, but even though it has spring flowers on it, that kind of reminds me of wheat, so I'm leaving it out. These leaves here came from Michael's. I'm just using 2 stems, and they were so affordable. They were on sale for $4 each. They are so pretty. Next up, I'm putting a stack of books here. I have some art books, and the top book is actually one of those little container books. It's empty inside. I think it came from Marshall's or TJ Maxx, one of those 2. This adorable little pot was my mom's from the 70s, and then I just put some dried floral in there. This glass candle holder was part of another candle holder that was wrought iron. I just took the glass part and then I put one of those luminaire candles in there. Those are my favorite. I think they have the most realistic wicks. This little wheat wreath came from a private store in Pewaukee, Wisconsin, like a little boutique store. This little shoe form came from a church rummage. I think it's so adorable and adds a touch of whimsy. And finally, this candle snuffer, I got it in a estate sale, and that completes this look. For my mantle, I'm using this floral from At Home, and also this little pot from Hobby Lobby. So I have 3 of these I'm going to put on the mantle. And for this floral, I took the burlap and folded it inside the pot, pushed it down in there, and it just kind of elevates it a little bit. I'm using informal balance on my mantle. Some people really do not like that. They like it uniform. I love informal balance. What do you think? And then I always use this little window from Michael's. It used to be spring green. I painted it brown and kind of distressed it. And then whatever the season is, I put that wreath on there. And this wheat stack came from another local store called Stein's Gardens and Gifts again. And I just think it's so pretty. And that completes the mantle. This little pot came from At Home. It was actually just matte black, and I painted it to look like stone, or attempted to. And the florals, I believe, are from Michael's last year. They have them again this year, but I didn't see this exact color. And then I had a little ceramic acorn candle there, which you'll see close-ups of everything again later on in the video. Now this garland came from At Home, super affordable, really pretty. They were only $7.99 each for a 6-foot garland. I got 2 of them, but I didn't notice until I got home that one of the garlands was missing a good foot of leaves by the time I rearranged them all. So I just shortened it for this window trim, and I used the additional leaves that I cut off of the left side or the right side and put them in a dough bowl under my TV, which you'll see in a bit. And here's the plaid blanket I mentioned earlier. That's all I'm doing to the sofa here. As far as the coffee table, and this is the coffee table I painted with gel stain. I think it looks so nice. I'm using this basket from Hobby Lobby. I think they carry this all year round. I'm adding this little pot I got from Michael's. Again, this was a dusty rose and I painted it to look like stone. And then I believe that's a Hobby Lobby pick pushed inside there. And then I'm going to add a little stack of books. These are devotionals. I just find them handy on the coffee table just to grab one at any time and read a nice devotional. This little metal leaf is so pretty. I have no idea where it came from. I just cannot remember. And finally, I'm adding this little cast iron mouse. I did get him at a boutique store, but I Googled cast iron mouse decor and I saw him at Amazon and all kinds of stores if you're looking for something like that. Okay, here's the finished room.